Hello everybody and welcome back to episode 2 here in the Stoneblock world. To start off with, I do have a little bit of a confession to make. So this I'm recording straight after episode 1, and you might notice by the timestamp in the top left corner here of my last episode of when I opened the loot bags, I actually did it after I recorded the outro. I forgot to do it, and then I started recording this episode and, I went back and I inserted that in because I really did want that to be part of episode 1 because I said I was going to do that. So I was just trying to stick to my word. So we don't have any loot bags. They were opened in the last episode. And the last thing that we did before that was we made up this crucible. So if we look at our quest book here, the point of the crucible was to be able to get a cobblestone generator tier 1 and to go to the nether and lava production and all this sort of stuff, right? So I would quite like an extra crucible or maybe even a few extra crucibles. To do that, I'm going to need more bone meal. I need 7 bone meal for every crucible. So I'm going to hammer down maybe another 2 stacks of cobble, compress it all down into dust, sieve that dust down in our sieving 5x5 we set up last episode, and see how much bone meal we're left with. So we've got all the dust here, and what I actually ended up doing was I made up 3 stacks, but I left 1 stack of it as just sand, which is the tier before, because when I put that in there, along with the accidental one that I did at the start of the series, we now have a stack of sand, and we can put half of that into glass for now, because we're going to need glass moving forward, so I figured while I was doing it, I might as well do that anyway. But yeah, glass comes into play quite a lot in this pack. Now doing this should only take me 6 processes, because I have 3 stacks, and I'm hoping we can just get as much bone meal as possible. So we've got 9 already, so that's an extra crucible. I think we had 5 left over maybe. So we'll check that in the chest now. So we're on a total of 16. Oh, did we not? I thought we had spare. Huh. Okay, well, you know what? We can make up 2 more. So that is good enough for me. And then that leaves us with a bit of clay as well. So that's nice because I have some plans for that in a moment. In fact, I'm going to do that now so I don't forget. We need 5 clay bricks. So we're going to work on those later. And then I'll craft these up into our crucibles. I could do with the cobble generator, for this setup here with the lava. But I need to make a lava before I can get it. Okay, so we'll have to prioritize here a bit. Let's put these crucibles up next. Cool. Okay, so we have 3 crucibles, and I could do with probably just setting these up temporarily at the moment. You know what we're going to do? We're going to invest a piece of iron and a piece of flint. And if you put flint and steel under these, they get a higher multiplier. And you'll see what I mean by that in a moment. So we need to actually mine out a little bit of space underneath these. And then put them like this. And then we put cobblestone, 4 in each. And that's a solid cobblestone, 1,000. Now this is similar to the crucibles, how we made the water in the first place, how we turned the saplings into the water. Well, what we're going to do here is we light it underneath. You see it gets a rate factor of ×5 there. And we're going to turn our cobblestone into lava. But the only downside of getting the extra speed over using a torch is we have to keep replacing this because we haven't gone to the nether yet, so we haven't got the nether rack to make it burn infinitely. But this is going to go a lot quicker, so I'm just going to sit here for a minute and make sure these stay alight. So these are all just finishing up now. That one just finished, that one needs a little bit more, and that one is already done. So now you can see if we hover over these, there's no more cobble left, and you can actually see they turn into lava. So we have got 3 buckets of lava. What I'm going to do is put that in there, so that's going to start making up another one. We've got a full bucket in each of those. And I just used up a bit of cobble that I needed. Let me just grab a little bit more here for the next thing we're making. So in our quest book, which we are trying to follow for now, the next thing is a cobblestone generator, which we have a look at, and the recipe is fairly easy. We need a bucket of water, bucket of lava, a glass, which we made up a minute ago, if you remember. So it's a good job I did that. And we need 6 cobble. So I should... Oh, I need to go fill this one up with water. There we go. And cobblestone generator. We're also going to need a chest for this to output into. I think... I'm going to make a drawer. To make a drawer, I actually can't remember how to make them. It's such a simple recipe, I've forgotten there. Okay, so I do need a chest. Well, I think 8 like that gives us 4. And then just a row in a row, something like that. Perfect. Okay, so hopefully this cobblestone generator should output straight above it. There we go. So we're on 2 cobblestone. So it's not the fastest thing in the world, and we did actually complete a quest there for storage drawer as well. So let's go in here and let's claim our loot boxes, and I'll open them now so I don't forget about them like I did last time. Alright, so first one, we've got 2 speed upgrades. They are good, nowhere near as good as the ones we found in the last episode's loot bags, but they're still good. And 7 compact giant chance cubes. Again, we're going to stay very far away from them until we get into different dimensions. But this is good, guys. This is a good step. So I think this drawer can hold 512 cobblestone. So that's going to be quite a lot. And then the next step, ideally, would be to get some transfer nodes or some sort of item transfer to get these to automatically input into here. And we also, if I get a bucket of lava and put along there, this gives a rate of 3 times. Perfect. So it's not quite fire, but this is perpetual. So now I can block that off and this will always be burning. Can fill all of these up with cobblestone. And we are now good for cobble. Well, we need to wait for some more to generate, but we're looking pretty good here, guys. So, so that's going to make us up a load more lava. What is the next step on the quest book? I think we want to keep following that for now. I want to make an iron mesh, a better cobblestone generator. I wonder what the best order to do this in is. Let's just do the iron mesh for now, because it's going to be quite easy. And I think it's just string and iron. 1, 2, 3, 4. The rest string. Perfect. So that's another quest completed. Detect. Oh, where are we here? So detect claim. Perfect. And I accidentally just threw away my loot chest. Do I have to hit claim again? Where's... Okay, so my inventory was full, but does that mean I just miss out now on the chest? Because that's not great. Oh, there it is. Okay, so let's open him up. 16 mana steel ingots. I've actually never played with Britannia before, so that might be something we can look at later in the season. Next quest, I believe, is upgrading our cobblestone generator. And you know what? I really wouldn't mind doing that, but I don't know what the price is. Oh, it's just 8 iron. Oh, well, that seems fairly cheap. How much iron have we got here? Oh, we don't have any. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll wait for this to get to a stack. It's almost there. And then I'll compress it all down to gravel, do a load of sieving, get some iron, and then we'll upgrade our generator. Could also do with a bit more fuel, to be honest. This is absolutely dead. It's going to do the last 2 bits of stone, and we needed that for something. What did I need that stone for? It was a... Oh, that's right. I had an idea of how we could get a little bit of food here. So if I go in here, and pressure plate, and then a stone below, on top, juicer. Right, now what we can do is craft our juicer with our apples, I believe. And there we go, we get apple juice. So you can see here the apple only does, is that half of a, that's half of both for regeneration, but 2 apples together gets us 1 hunger, but 2.5 saturation. Oh, it also gives us speed. I wonder if that's a random chance or if that's 100% of the time. Let's have a look here. Oh, by the looks of it, it always gives us a speed buff. That's great. Okay, so that's going to be a good source of food for us for now. The next thing I want to do before we go on to anything else is upgrade our cobble generator, because then that can be working its magic, right? I'm worried this is going to just break. Oh, it did. It broke. I had a feeling I needed a stone pickaxe or something, not just a hammer. So that's broken. You know what? It's really easy to make a new one, but that was a bit silly of me, wasn't it? That's used up a lava a bit unnecessarily. Oh, God. Okay, right. Let's put that in. So that's tier 2, and we get a quest completed for that. There we go. Loot chest. Oh, hello. So we've got 9 mirrors, and then photovoltaic cells in the 4 levels. So I guess they're for solar panels, which we're a little bit off being able to use at the moment, let's be honest. But they'll come in handy later on. Let's just put all those away for now. The clay bricks. You remember I smelted these down a moment ago. Now I do have a plan for these, but my plan requires 5 iron. So I'm going to need to do a little bit more sieving, aren't I? We got 23 iron from that, so craft that down to 5. Yep, so this is going to be enough. We only need 5. We need a chest, which we've got. And what I want to make here, guys, is this, a bonsai pot. But we want a bit of an upgraded version, so we're going to make ourselves a hopper, like so. And then if we craft that with our bonsai pot, with that underneath, we get ourselves a hopping bonsai pot. Now, these things are absolutely excellent, especially in this mob pack. We're going to break this gravel down a few times into dirt. There we go. And now we just need to think about where we want to put this. Doesn't really matter for now, it's only temporary. We're going to be making a great base in this series, but this is not it. We need to go a little bit further down the line before we can start doing that and clearing out land and building efficiently. So for now, I wonder, I might just make it a little segment in the wall here. So if we have a chest like that, our bonsai pot, we put dirt in as the soil, and then, do I have any apples left? Okay, so we're going to put in an oak sapling for now, which will still get us apples, but we will be able to upgrade this to an apple one once we get some. Now, if you haven't seen these before, look at them. They are so cool. It grows a tiny little tree, and it's at 30% at the moment, and when it gets to 100%, it's got a chance of dropping various things. So if I look at the uses for sapling here and go to our bonsai pot, yep, so we've got a 75% chance that we'll get a log, we've got 20% chance of 3 sticks, 20% chance of 2 apples, 10% oak leaves, and 5% for saplings. This will just keep growing over and over and over again. It's perpetual. So you see on the first one there, we managed to get a bit of everything. And we got our advancement there, grow a bonsai tree. So this is going to be great for wood production and for food early game. And we just have to leave it there. We just have to sit back and watch. So that's great. The next thing on the quest line here is we got a few choices. We can do diamond mesh, which is a little bit far off for a minute. Cobblestone generator tier 3 is the same. You can see the diamond corners there. We're going to need 8 diamonds to make that one, I'm guessing. And the nether. Now, we can go to the nether. We've got lava production, we've got water production, and we can turn that into obsidian. But there's a little side project that I want to do for a moment. And in fact, if we go in the quest line, you can see we're actually, we probably should have done this a while ago. So we're going to wind back a minute and look at this, the mob farm. Now, all it says here is create a mob farm, and it wants us to get these items here. I've got a little idea in mind of the way I want to do this. I think I'm going to branch off from here and go, we want to go at least 24 blocks away, so I think I'm going to go build this design in this direction. So I'll be back in a second. I'm going to use my hammer, and I'm going to make a really long tunnel to where our mob farm is going to be. So this is what I've got so far, and what we had to do is our hammer broke because of all the clearing we're doing, and I didn't have enough iron to do another one, so I sifted down 3 stacks of gravel, and we actually have enough flint, almost. Need to do a couple more stacks to be able to upgrade all of our string meshes into flint mesh. So we'll look at that later on, but this is the room we've cleared out at the moment, and I think this is going to be big enough for what we want to do for now. So what we want to do is 1, 2, 3, and then we want to just build this out, and this is going to be the platform that all of the mobs are going to spawn on. Now what we need to do is make sure it's dark in here, but only on this platform, not on the outsides. Now that can be achieved by clever placement of slabs. I've got to be honest, I'm not 100% sure how to do this, but I am going to figure it out. I think if we do something like this around the outer rim, like that, I think that's going to be right, but we might need to lift that up a block then. Because if we lift that up a block, that means when we do the slab, like so, then mobs are going to be at the right height, aren't they? Yeah. No, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's correct. So what we're going to do is we're going to extend that all the way around. I could really do with a pickaxe, so I'm just making one of those up, and we just have one more. Oh no, I did place it, and yeah, there we go. So you can see it is dark in there. So if I hit this, what is it, F7 I think? Should show me where mobs are able to spawn. Either they aren't able to spawn in there. Oh, you know why? Because we haven't done the final step. Now it is dark enough for them to spawn. However, this is a little bit small. It's a bit small for mobs to spawn. I forgot to do that. So let me just clear out a little bit of room here for them. If we go up, say, another one, because we want to get Enderman spawning in here as well. So we may need to go up another one again, actually. and then continue this along here like that. Not too far, one more. So I know it's dark in here, it is meant to be. And we'll take this down to the other side as well, which, yep, that's it. So now if I hit that, yep, okay, there we go. You can see these are all of the spots that mobs are able to spawn on. And now, this should be done once we place this slab in here. But mobs won't spawn when we're standing right here, right? We need to sort of go away and leave them to it for a bit. So if we run away, that is the only dark spot in the world that mobs are able to spawn in, so they should spawn in there fairly frequently. Now, I'm just looking at my mini-map over here at the moment, because this is our mob farm right there. And we should get some red dots up there if and when any mobs spawn. What I'll do is I'll make up a sword while we're waiting. Sometimes it can take a minute to kick in, but it shouldn't take too long. Within the next few minutes, I would hope that we see something spawning in here. So it's big enough for spiders, it's big enough for endermen, but nothing yet. It is quite a small farm, and you know that's just the way it's going to be at the moment. It's only going to be a small farm to start with. We're going to be making a much better. I've got a great design in mind for later on in the season, but that's all we can make at the moment. There we go. We on the mini map there, you can see we have got some spawns in here. And we want to be careful not to blow up the creepers. Oh god, that's quite loud, isn't it? Okay, let's turn hostiles down to that. And then let's kill some. And the reason we want to kill mobs is not just for the quest, but the mobs in this pack also drop loot bags. If we can get loot bags, they've got some lovely things in them, and some of it's really going to help us progress here. So let me kill up all of these, and oh, I don't want them shooting me, and I don't want any creepers blowing up. And a beautiful design. So we need to clear them all out of here before we can go in and and check. And the loot bags aren't overly common, so it might take us a while here to find a few, but I'm just going to keep doing this and seeing if we can get any. We'll pop in here real quick. Probably need a better way in here, don't I? We did not get any loot bags yet, I don't think. No. Okay, well we got some bones, and now we've got some bones, we don't have to sift down the dust to get our bone meal, so we can make crucibles a bit easier. But there we go, guys. We've got a basic mob farm set up, so we can move on to our next task. I think we might have just got our first loot bag for me to show you guys. I only had 2 more creepers in here since last time. Nope. Oh, never mind. I actually decided the next best thing for us to do is to probably upgrade this mob farm, because I know it's only small, but really we could do with a better one. I know this is it's a working mob farm, but it's very slow, and I want to speed things up a bit. So we're going to work on making a better one. So what we're going to need is a combination of these spikes and also fans. So there's different versions of fans. There's this one here. There's this one from Cyclic. But what we're going to use is the fan from Open Blocks. It's very cheap and it's not very fast blowing, but it will work good for what we want to do here. So what we're going to need is iron bars and iron ingot for each one and stone slabs. So why don't I get half a stack of that going? We have got 12 iron we've just cooked up here. So we turn that into the bars, and I think I need 4. I think I need 4 fans for the design that I want to go with here. So let's make up some slabs. That'll give us 6, and we'll have a couple left over. So there's the 4 fans. You know what, we might need an extra one if I have an idea. This thing here, if we could get this, that would be really fantastic news. Oh, that's very expensive, isn't it? Nope, okay, we're not going to be able to get that one for now, unfortunately, which means we've got enough resources right now to do what we want to anyway. Can I put a bit more cobble in there? Yeah, okay, perfect. I'll take a stack out for myself. The next thing I'm going to need to do is, all of that is pretty much a waste of time, to be honest, because we don't need it. I mean, it got us a lot of cobble, which we can sift down. I'm sure we'll use this room for something later on, but for now we're probably going to abandon that to work on our new one. So the new one, where do we want to put that? I did just see when I killed that creeper, he has dropped a blue, I think it was, loot bag, which I think is a pretty good one. I think it's an epic or a rare. So let me just quickly break in here. I'm sure he dropped one this time. Oh, it's purple, which is an epic loot bag. Okay, so let's open our first loot bag together. We got ourselves 2 Ardite ingots and 2 slime balls. Well, Ardite is a fantastic thing that we can only get from the Nether, and that's great for our Tinker's tools. So that'll come in handy. And the slime balls, well, they have a load of uses, and we don't have any slimes other than in the loot bags, so that's also great. What I'm going to do is I don't want to use the durability on a tool here, so I'm going to use the bucket to take down these slabs, which is going to take a minute. Then I'm going to go clear my inventory, and what we're actually going to do is just upgrade the mob farm we've already got. So we're going to make use of this room, we're going to make use of this platform, but it didn't work. I'll just do it that way. But yeah, so we're going to make use of this platform, and we're just going to expand on what we've already got here. Alright, so the idea here is we're going to have a 3x3 tube going upwards, and that's where our mobs are going to be spawning up top there. I've put down this water so we can get back down in a minute. But for now, we're just going to need to dig up. So that's the middle. And, why did that? Oh, if you're shifting, the hammer doesn't work, I don't think. I think that's how they calculate it. In fact, if I just build up for now, and what we need it to be is 20 blocks drop, roughly. If it's 19, 18, doesn't matter too much. So we're at Y level 92, so we need to go to Y level 112. I think Y 111 is probably a better choice, to be honest, because then we've got a little bit of leeway just in case, so we don't need to leave the mobs on literally half a heart. That won't be the end of the world, because we're going to have something that's going to do that for us. I'm going to need some torches for now, so that nothing's spawning while I'm up here, and also so you can see what I'm doing. So let's go like that. So this is cobble at the moment, but this is all going to be empty space, and this is where the mobs are going to fall down. So basically, we just want little streams here. And I'm not sure what the range of the fan is. I did make up another iron hammer, had to do some sieving off camera. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can these fans work off a range of 7? So I've got the fans. I need to make a lever for each one. And then put that there, and if I turn that on, this is going to blow us. Let's see if it makes us to the cobble. As long as we land on the cobble block, then the range is enough. Oh, okay, maybe we can actually calculate then what the range is. Wow, it's starting to get really slow, isn't it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if we went 9, is that really pushing it if we went 9? We can leave the lever there for now. Put that there. And then, is this going to make it to the cobble? Because basically I'm a mob and I spawn here, and I need to see if it's going to make it off the edge, right? Oh, it starts to really slow down. No, I don't like that. That's too weak. It's too weak. We're going to bring it back to where it was. Let's put it there, and that's going to be a bit more of an efficient system. So let's fill this in. Don't want any mobs spawning behind the fan. That would be a little bit counterproductive. And then, torching away. So, all of these blocks here are going to be spawnable blocks for mobs, and then this fan is going to be on once the design is finished, and I can't get it off. Oh, it's such a small hit bar. And then we just need 3 more of these. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, with the fan on the 7th. Okay, I'll do the others. So there we go, that's the last one, and I've put the levers on top. That seems to make a lot more sense. They're easier to get to now. So when I turn all these fans on, mobs that spawn in these blocks, they'll get pushed down, and then we're going to deal with them at the bottom in a different way. What I also need is I need a way of getting here, right? In case I want to come and do maintenance, turn all the stuff off. So I'm going to need to make a ladder that goes down to the bottom as well. So I'm going to work on doing that a moment as well. So this ladder here leads down from the room, and literally just in here, this is the mob farm. So that is going to be our way of accessing it. Let's pop back down to the bottom now, and I'm going to explain to you what we're going to be aiming to do with this bottom platform. This is way too big now, this bottom platform. We literally only need a 3x3. So I did start smelting up some stone to make this look nice again, but we're going to have to take this down, quite a lot of it really. So down to there, and also from this side as well. And then I'll just grab this stone we've been smelting down, and I'm just going to make this look a little bit prettier because we have a massive hole in the roof now. So if I go from, say, here, and put a torch in that so that we don't have to use as many blocks, and also mobs won't be spawning, and I'll do the same on the other side. So what we need now is we need some spikes. So this is what the mobs are going to land on, and these will reduce mobs to half a heart but doesn't kill them. So we can go along and kill them and try and get ourselves some loot bags. So we could either do 1 or we could do 9. You know what, we're going to do 9, so I'm going to need to make up 3, 6, 9 wooden swords. And we should have the rest in our inventory here. So 4, and then 8. And we only need 9, but we've got to make 4 more. There we go. And I'm going to ditch some cobble here. This is getting a bit crazy. Let's take a stack for ourselves. Oh, is that full up? That's full up. Okay, let's real quick then make a double chest to put our spare cobblestone in. And I guess I can just go over there. Nice and nearby. Yep, okay, right. So we want to basically replace the top level of this platform here. If I can get up there and do it all in one go, with wooden spikes, right? So they will also hurt us, I believe, if we stand on them. So we don't want to do that. Because food's a bit of an issue early game in this, guys. And then what we're also going to do is get our slabs. I wonder if they have glass slabs in this pack. Or in any pack. I don't think I've ever seen them. Because that would be awesome. We'd be able to see a bit more. But for now, it looks like not. Oh. There we go. So mobs shouldn't be able to get out of here, I don't think. If I just put a slab down there. Yeah, okay. So 1 slab should be fine rather than doing that. 2. Oh, I thought I vein mined the whole thing then. So now, if we don't go and take away the lights up here and we go and put the fan on, well, the 4 fans on, this should work. This should start spawning mobs for us, and then they should be left on half a heart for us to go and kill them. So we'll give it a try. We'll do this level last. And we'll be very careful here. We do not want to make that fall ourselves. Fan on. Remove the torch for each of these layers. And then we need to get rid of these cobble bits. And it's not going to be the fastest farm in the world, but it's going to be a great starter farm, I think. We can make that a little bit nicer, maybe. Not that it's very necessary, but might as well. We've got some smooth stone around. And we just need to walk a few blocks away here to make sure mobs can actually spawn. But once they can, they should fall down to here and be left on half a heart. So I'm wondering how quickly they're going to spawn here. Because it took a minute to kick in for the other one, and I think it might be the same here, because we'll see icons on the screen like we did last time, when we have any. While we're waiting for that, I am going to make up an apple sapling. So if we get one of those and one of these, there we go. And now we can break this and we can upgrade this to an apple bonsai pot to get ourselves more apples, which we can turn into juice, because that's our food at the moment. And as you can see, we are needing a bit of food at the moment, so that should get us even more apples now. And I can go and get my juicer, which was in here somewhere. There it is. 8 more apple juice, and that'll keep us going for a minute, and hopefully we'll get a load more in the meantime. Stuff has spawned. There we go. You can see icons on the map. And if we go over here, oh, spiders are dying. It's too high of a fall for spiders. You know what, that's okay. They're going to be a bit of a pain in an early mob farm anyway, and we have other ways to get in string. But now we can go around and we can kill these guys who are on half a heart. And look at that, we got a legendary loot bag. Okay, let's open this one right now. Diamond horse armor. Now, I'll tell you why it's actually a really good drop to get. Is because, not for the horse armor side of things, but we can actually pulverize this down into 2 diamonds. So we can get a pulverizer fairly soon, you know. In the next couple of episodes, we should have a bit of a machinery thing up and running, and then we can pulverize it down and get a couple of diamonds, so that is great. And now we just have to leave this. We walk around, we do our business, get on with our other jobs, and just keep going over there every now and then, killing some mobs. We can even punch them, I think, probably. They're on half a heart. Don't have to use up at all durability, and get some loot. And what I do want to look at doing is getting a basic tinker's sword, just so I can stick looting on it, just looting one. So we'll maybe look at that in the next couple of episodes as well. Okay guys, well I think that will just about do it for this episode. We have now got ourselves a pretty decent mob farm for episode 2. I'm actually really happy with it, and once we start looting those and getting those loot bags, they're going to be really helpful for us, and hopefully we can get some good stuff that's going to help us progress faster. Hope you enjoyed today's episode, and as always, stay tuned for the next one. I will see you soon. for episode 3.